What's good, YouTube?
We back with another video.
Yes, ma'am, and yes, sirs. We about to go ahead and do. This is BTS Introduction to BTS, Part 1.
How many of you have heard of BTS?
Who is BTS and why are they so popular? BTS is a 7-member group from South Korea. While the words boy band are often associated with the image of screaming teen girls, that is far from reality. First, there's nothing wrong with being a young person showing love for something you enjoy.
Wow.
But what if I told you about 24% are in their 20s, 28% are in their 30s, and 21% are in their 40s.
Got older people supporting them, man. That's dope, man. That's lit. That's hella lit. Like, one thing I do know about BTS is they all about making people happy. They donate a lot of their money to, like, charities and stuff like that. I'm pretty sure I'm going to hear this in this video because I done already, got the picture and, a whole bunch of other videos of them saying, love myself campaign and all that stuff like that. So,
closer look at this age and gender demographic for BTS's 2020 Map of the Soul ticket sales. Females ages 25 and up made 46% of web traffic, and 31% were males. BTS's fans, named ARMY, will often tell you BTS is not your typical boy band. And why? To get a better understanding, let us go back to the beginning. BTS was created by Big Hit Entertainment, whose mission statement is music and artists for healing. The company, and namely their CEO, Bang Si-hyuk, wanted BTS to be sincere and genuine figures that people could easily relate to and grow with. Not immaculate idols groomed amid studio culture, but real boys who shared their authentic personalities and talents with the world. Which is why BTS stands for 방탄소년단, Korean for Bulletproof Boy Scouts. Bangtan meaning to be resistant to bullets, so it means to block out stereotypes, criticisms, and expectations that are aimed at adolescents like bullets, to preserve the value and ideals of today's adolescents. In 2017, BTS rebranded their name and logo representing their growth and maturity, extending the meaning to beyond the scene. The new door-inspired logo symbolizes youth who don't settle for their current reality and instead open the door and forward to achieve growth. BTS debuted on June 12, 2013 with 7 members: RM, Jin, Suga, J-Hope, Jimin, V, and Jungkook. All 7 members came from different parts of Korea.
one thing I will say is, I know sometimes I be saying the names wrong, because they all look alike, and I'm like, they all look like twins.
Right, they do.
So I kind of get them,
Confused.
Yeah, confused, because they're like a band, so, everybody be having, like, a similar haircut. They all dress, similar in a way, but everybody's personality is different.
Right.
But, if you was to put them together and they take a picture, you'll be like, damn, who is who?
Yeah, because they all got the same.
Yeah, you gotta watch them more to actually know, which one is which.
So at first, living together in a small apartment was a challenge. Their CEO, Bang Si-hyuk, created a method for the boys whenever they got into an argument.
일단 싸워도 된다. 싸움을 두려워하기 때문에 우리 갈등이 커지는 거다라고 가리키고요. 그 다음에 마지막으로는 단 해결은 7이 같이 하는 거다. 싸움은 둘이 해도 해결은 7명이 같이 해라. 하기 너무 창피한 걸로 싸움을 해도 결국은 같이 와서 저희가 이런 문제를 갖고 둘이 싸웠는데 이렇게 해서 이렇게 해결했습니다라고 얘기를 하고, 그런 부분들이 이 팀의 친화력을 혹은 시너지를 강하게 만들고 있지 않나 이렇게 생각합니다.
Over the years, the boys have come to love each other despite their difference in personalities, to the point where they'd feel incomplete with one member missing. They became each other's strength and support.
Okay, right here you can totally see, who is who, because they have different hair colors right now. But if all of them had the similar black hair color, man, they all look alike. I'm sorry, I'm just telling you how it is.
A brotherhood.
뭔가 내 머릿속에는 아 이렇게 멤버들이 있어야 뭔가 자연스러운데 그러니까 뭔가 내 핸드폰이나 지갑처럼 없으면 불안한 그런 것들 있잖아.
그죠. 소중하다 못해 없으면 안 될 사람들이긴 하죠. 왜냐면은 넘어져도 저 혼자 일어나는 게 아니라 그냥 같이 일어난 거니까. 좀 생각을 해보면
People we all rise
이분이
together.
어떻게 모였을까라는 생각이 들어요. 이제는. 네. 오래 지냈다고 해서 될 문제는 아니에요. 어떻게 보면은 운명인 것 같아요. 네. 되게 유치하지만 그냥 운명이었던 거예요. 네.
Their climb to the top may seem sudden to those who didn't follow their journey, but it was far from a walk in the park. BTS's company, Big Hit Entertainment, started off small and faced numerous hardships, even coming close to bankruptcy. Since Big Hit wasn't a large company at that time, it lacked the resources for promoting BTS. Even getting the chance to debut was a fluke. Their debut performance opportunity came about because a music show needed a filler for someone else's spot. Even after they debuted, their performances would often get cut, and if they did make it on air, their screen time was very short since Big Hit didn't have the power or influence.
Listen, this goes for anybody, any country. When you're doing music, it's going to be a slow start. Some people may have it more easier than others, and some people might actually have it like, very, very hard. But,
Yeah.
You got to keep on pushing. You got to keep on working hard. And when you keep on working hard, it brings the best out of you. Like, even over here, it's not that easy to blow up doing music unless you have like a big record label, supporting you and everything like that. So, you have to get out there and do shows and keep on doing that. So BTS was, out there doing shows and kept on grinding, and then now, they're shining now, so that lets you know, like, with anything you do in life, it don't necessarily have to be music. If you put in the work, you're going to see, a great outcome. You know what I'm saying?
Bigger companies had over broadcasts. Since they were often not invited to a lot of big variety shows, the company found their own way to communicate with their audience through platforms such as YouTube. By vlogging their journey, they allowed us to discover their personalities. They also
You see the power of YouTube,
Yep, you're right.
So it's like you gotta build your brain yourself.
Yeah, especially when you're a singer or whatever you do.
Yeah.
You gotta just. Sometimes it's hard because
Motorcycles, oh my god.
Sometimes it's hard because nobody don't come to your channel maybe it's about music if they don't know nothing about you.
Yeah. So you just gotta just keep on posting until,
Yeah.
one song actually goes good for you, and just post your everyday life so people can become, close to you,
Mm-hmm.
Even though they may not be there in person, they're bonding with you through the internet,
Yeah.
created their own variety shows and often live streamed with fans. They honed their crafts for hours on end, practicing in the dance studio and producing music, returning home at dawn to all sleep in one bedroom.
Wow.
2 years of hard work and not knowing where they'd end up, they finally won their first music show award.
Wow, that's
Yet,
amazing.
as they grew in popularity, they were falsely accused of sajeki, which is when a company buys their own artist albums to boost sales for the charts.
That's
That's
crazy.
because people couldn't believe a group from a small company
They not the only ones that get accused, of like, buying their own records. A lot of people in America get accused of that a lot too,
Right.
A lot of people, they just be doubting, your creativity, your skills, your talent, and you just gotta just show them like, yo, this is raw talent. This wasn't no luck. This wasn't no fraud going on. I did this by myself. So you just gotta just keep on coming out with more music and let them know that I'm talented either way it go.
You just gotta practice.
Mm-hmm.
was selling well, ignoring the fact that a small company wouldn't have the resources to pull off such a scam. These were just a few of their hardships and struggles. I created a separate video highlighting the past hardships. I'll link that in my description box. Throughout the years, BTS were able to reach impressive milestones while continuing to sing in Korean. They shattered cultural language barriers with music and attracted an international audience. They grew organically by staying true to themselves while building a genuine connection with their fans from around the
BTS
world.
Army.
During an era where streaming numbers have gone up and traditional album sales have gone down, BTS has become an industry anomaly. Their latest album, Map of the Soul 7, released February 21, 2020,
We still gotta do some songs, boy, off that album. Was so fire, boy.
is the best-selling physical album of the year, and they sold over 500,000 copies in just the United States alone. The biggest kicker? Well, BTS did this without a single bundle. And what does bundle mean? Artists would bundle merchandise or concert tickets with the album's sales. For example, a copy of an artist's album, digital or physical, would be included in every t-shirt sale or ticket sold for their concert. These sales would count towards charting numbers and become an industry-wide tactic in the US to help boost sales figures and in effect climb up the Billboard charts.
Wow.
In a 2019 New York Times article, they said,
But they ain't even have to do that. They ain't have to use no t-shirt, no mugs, no cups, beanies and stuff. They did that just off people just buying the album. So that's very impressive.
Yeah.
about half the 39 titles that topped the charts last year were sold as part of ticket or merchandise bundles. Without the help of bundles and driven by the power of ARMYs alone, BTS were able to beat a lot of historic records, such as Michael Jackson's 36-year record and the Beatles' 22-year record. While these musical acts are famous around the world, Suga
Oh, I gotta
has said
rewind that.
it's a great honor to be called, such as Michael Jackson's 36 charts last year were sold as part of ticket or merchandise bundles. Without the help of bundles and driven by the power of ARMYs alone, BTS were able to beat a lot of historic records, such as Michael Jackson's 36-year record and the Beatles' 22-year record. While these musical acts are
That's amazing.
Y'all legends already.
Yeah.
Y'all legends already, man. I'm here to let y'all know. 10 years from now, you can come back to this video and say, James said that they were going to be legends. They legends now.
Yeah.
If you can top a record from Michael Jackson or the Beatles, you're in a higher bracket than most people. You're up there. You're upper class of higher tier music. You're there, man. You're there. Like, it'd be nice if they can like perform at a basketball game, you know, like All-Star Weekend,
Yeah.
NBA,
Yeah.
or they perform like at like at the NFL Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be nice.
around the world. Suga has said it's a great honor to be called the Beatles of the 21st century. At the same time, it's a bit pressuring to be called that. We are BTS. We want to be the BTS of the 21st century. The members themselves have always been involved in their music and engaged
They
with
do
their
their own
fans,
music,
even
too.
before they officially debuted. From their debut
That's
album,
amazing.
Too Cool for School, in 2013 to their most recent Map of the Soul 7, all 7 members have contributed as either writers and or producers on every album.
They make
All of
beats, too.
BTS are associate members of the Korea Music Copyright Association. And as of August 2020, J-Hope, Suga, and RM were all promoted to full members of the association. They even create music that's released for free on SoundCloud as gifts to their
Wow.
Gotta give it up to y'all, man. Y'all doing y'all thing for sure. They releasing music for free for their fans as gifts. So it's not about the money. They gonna make money regardless because, you know, they're under a record label and, you know, nothing is free in life, you know. You work hard in the studio making all this music for these big albums. We need to make money to, you know, feed ourselves and eat, because if we don't make money, we'll be, you know, without a house, with no food. So you have to make money sometimes, but whenever they do have a little downtime to make little, musical pieces, they put stuff out there for free. Because, it's not about the money with them. But they do need to make money to live, so that's nice to know that it ain't all about money with them. That is so dope.
Much of the work touches on subjects like mental health, youth and female empowerment, child abuse, cyberbullying, self-love and development, and socio-economic injustices. Much of the work is also inspired by past writers and thinkers. Their latest series, Map of the Soul, incorporates psychological concepts by Swiss psychiatrist Carl Jung. BTS is not afraid to use their platform to amplify underrepresented voices and issues, taking numerous risks with their career while receiving backlash from people in power. BTS are also as charitable as they are talented. Throughout the years, members have been donating individually and as a group. BTS rarely publicize donations, so fans often find out about them if media organizations uncover the details. One of BTS's few public announcements was in November 2017 for their Love Myself campaign. They partnered with UNICEF to create a campaign aimed at protecting children and teenagers from around the world, with the hope of making the world a better place through music. BTS and their company, Big Hit Entertainment, pledged 500 million Korean won and donated 3% of the income from the sales of physical albums of the Love Yourself series, along with 6 other fundraising initiatives, including the Love Myself merchandise, where 100% of its proceeds were pledged to the cause. The Love Yourself series, which contained 3 albums total, sold over 7 million copies worldwide.
Wow.
On September 24, 2018, BTS was invited to deliver a speech about the Love Myself campaign at the United Nations General Assembly. On January 15, 2020, Formula E announced their partnership with BTS to help combat climate change. On June 3, 2020, BTS tweeted their support for Black Lives Matter climate change worldwide. On September 24, 2018, BTS was invited to deliver a speech about the Love Myself campaign at the United Nations General Assembly. On January 15, 2020, Formula E announced their partnership with BTS to help combat climate change.
That's dope. They even
Wow.
let me read that again. 2020 Formula E announced their partnership with BTS to help combat climate change. Yeah, they be playing with the weather and everything like that. And for a music group to be able to be out there, actually for the people, not only just singing and touching so many hearts all around the world. They're not just only touching hearts all around the world. They're actually trying to help the people.
Yeah.
and stop the government for doing all this corrupt stuff and stuff like that. That is dope.
With BTS to help combat climate change. On June 3, 2020, BTS tweeted their support for Black Lives Matter. A few days later, Variety reported that BTS and Big Hit Entertainment had donated $1 million to support the Black Lives Matter movement. When armies got wind of the news,
That's amazing.
Wow. They donated $1 million to Black Lives Matter campaign. Wow. BTS fan army matches groups 1 million Black Lives Matter donation within 24 hours. Wow. They donated that, and then the fans donated too.
That's amazing.
Picture having a big army and you tell them, hey, this person needs help, or these people, need help. We need to fund this organization, or fund these people, or fund this person that's in need, and this person that needs help and stuff like that. And for your fans to just help you
Yeah.
That's phenomenal.
A few days later, Variety reported that BTS and Big Hit Entertainment had donated $1 million to support the Black Lives Matter movement. When armies got wind of the news, they matched their $1 million
So that's $2 million
donation in one
in total.
day.
Wow.
In one day.
That's
I don't know nobody that's doing that. I
Eve
don't.
Online is a
they got
vast
a heart.
Now, these are
Who you know that's doing that and they fans doing that? Nobody.
a couple of their acts of charity. With their socially conscious music, BTS created a new fandom culture that brings together fans from different national and racial identities. This led to the emergence of bilingual army volunteers who translated BTS Korean lyrics and videos in their language almost real
They got these
time,
little light
making the
bulbs
content
in there.
immediately available to non-Korean speakers. We may all speak different languages, but their music and their message connected people from around the world with different ethnicities, background,
London,
gender, and age.
United States.
BTS has also expressed their love and respect for ARMY countless of times, such as always mentioning them first during speeches, responding to fans on their social media app Weverse, showing their appreciation for ARMY projects, halting rehearsals for the Muslim prayers in Saudi Arabia. The youngest member, Jungkook, even got the fandom name tattooed on his hand.
Oh, that's dope.
Together with ARMY, they grew as individuals and as artists.
저는 뭐 굳이 영향력을 주는 참 하는 것이 안 원하고 그냥 저희를 보는 분들이 행복하고 웃을 수 있다면 그걸로
행복한 게 진짜 뭘까 막 이런 생각을 가끔 많이 하거든요. 그리고 그 사람들 때문에 저희가 무대에 서는 거라서 그 봐주는 사람들을 위해서 노래를 하고 무대를 하는 거기 때문에 결국 우리는 그 사람들한테 진짜 감사해야 되고
He said the people that's watching us is the reason why we sing.
간단하게 얘기해서는 가수를 하고 있는 어떤 제일 중요한 이유인 것 같아요. 저는 뭐 방송 활동도 물론 쉽지 않지만 제 콘서트는 그냥 제가 이 방탄소년단을 하고 있는 이유가 맞는 것 같아요.
참 다행히도 내가 원래 하고 싶었던 메시지 하고 싶었던 음악들을 하고 있어서 참 다행이라고 생각을 해요. 그렇기 때문에 되게 그렇게 살고 있는 것 같아요. 긍정적인 에너지를 줘서 일단 이 일을 좋아하는 거, 이 일을 사랑하고 너무 좋아하는 게 저는 큰 영향을 주는 것 같아요. 왜냐면 이 일을 하기 싫고 실증이 나고 하면은 무대 위에서도 나타나기 때문에 이 일을 굉장히 사랑하기 때문에 내가 무대 위에서 퍼포먼스를 할 수 있고 노래를 할 수 있고
He said he love his job. How you can go on stage and
그리고
perform.
그렇게 저희를 진심으로
That's my job too. I
좋아해주는
love
그런
music.
표정들 힘들 때 그런 표정들이 저에게
Seeing their face give us more strength.
여러분을 저희를 알아봐
It's
주신
you who made us
여러분들
realize our
여러분의
dreams.
꿈이 아니더라도 여러분의 삶,
To your life.
여러분의 인생의
Someday,
어제가
if our
저희의
existence,
존재가
our
저희의
music,
음악이 저희의 무대가
our
저희의
stage,
사진,
our
영상이
photos,
여러분한테 아주 조금이라도
that
아픔이 100이라면 그 100을 99, 98, 97로 만들어줄 수 있다면 그걸로 저희의 존재의 가치는 충분합니다. 정말 사랑합니다.
Their love for ARMY has also helped them decide on re-signing another 7-year contract with Big Hit Entertainment. They mentioned doing it for their fans and not for money. So while people often discredit BTS's talent, likening their popularity to superficial aspects that come with the image of a boy band, it is their development of personalities and sincerity towards their art and their fans that made their fandom the size and reach that it has become. I hope people will come to realize that BTS is more than just their singing and their dancing skills. They're not just performers, but artists who have healed and inspired millions of people around the world. For a deeper dive into BTS, please refer to these websites, apps, and ARMY accounts to stay updated. We're also working on more video projects and a website, so stay tuned.
That's amazing.
That's dope. That's so dope. Wow. That's dope. There's nothing that can be said. There ain't nobody doing what they doing.
No.
And it ain't nobody fans doing what they fans are doing.
Yeah, it is true.
You know what I'm saying? That's true love right there. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
That's true love and support right there. That's love and support. Somebody got your back. You know, no matter what. And you know how record deals can be. They signed another 7 years with the record label that they with, Big Hit Entertainment, not for the money but for their fans,
Yeah.
because they know that Big Hit Entertainment can promote the music and spread the message more wider.
Yeah.
Because with you being like a record label, you have certain connections that they have certain connections that we don't have, that we can't do by ourselves. So it's best to be with a record label to spread the message to all countries and all over the world. You feel me? But yeah, man, I love the video. That's it for this video. We'll catch y'all in another one.